Well, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to beautiful Seabeck, Washington. We are just west of Seattle. Nice sunny day here. Supposed to be nice and warm. For those of you that are not from this area, we're just going to keep telling you that it rains 11 months out of the year and that it's not ever beautiful or sunny, so we can keep the lie alive. The whole reason that I'm doing this is to give you a tour of the chicken coop that I just finished a few days ago. The total length of the project was about 5 days. I probably spent about $300, most of that on metal hardware. I was able to use mostly reclaimed wood from my cedar fence that blew down in March. Was able to salvage all the blue boards and a lot of 4x4 posts and quite a bit of 2x4 and 1x2 and some 2x2. But still, the hardware alone was probably, about $300. I saw a ton of videos on YouTube. Luckily, I've got a lot of building experience, but that doesn't always translate into building a good building because this doesn't really fit into any real construction model. I mean, aside from building the roof joists. So if you've got no building experience, you know what? Have fun with it. Really enjoy it. So for those of you that don't have any building experience, the one thing I'll tell you the only piece of advice I really am interested in giving is if you do not have a drill with drill bits or don't know anybody that has one, it would be in your best interest to borrow one or spend $70 and buy one because you're going to need to pre-drill, especially using exterior screws. You're going to want to pre-drill a lot of your wood just because it's going to split and you're going to get real aggravated and it's going to be a huge waste of money. So anyways, on with the tour. The entire size of this is about 8 foot by 4 foot. The reason I chose those dimensions, one, because we're going to have 5 chicks. And I wanted something big enough and kind of all-inclusive, just basically one building that kind of does it all. So, and also being 8 foot by 4 foot up on the roof, one full sheet of plywood or, OSB, oriented strand board, whatever you choose to use. For the roof part, that will fit an entire sheet completely flat. So anyways, 8 foot by 4 foot. You notice I have a little bit of a pitched roof like a lot of designs I've seen, just so the water runs front to back. That's kind of the idea. Let me see here. Okay, so quick thing here. What I used was all 4x4 posts on all 4 corners, first corner, front corner, and then to build the hen house, I had actually cut down some of the 4x4s I was able to salvage to build the hen house box. Actually, it was so sturdy that me, 2 of my daughters, and my son were able to stand on it just to finish the roof joists and some other things. So I hope you guys can learn a few things off of just this tour. I hope you like it. Because I certainly do. First chicken coop I've ever built, so let's hope it's cool. Anyways, so here's the hen house, and there's the nest box. You notice I put some kind of nice little touches on it, just, it's sitting out in my front yard. I don't want it to look like crap, but I've also seen some that are just real functional, and people have done it for $20. I've seen people do it for over $1,000, so this is my $300 chicken coop. Okay, so for starters, what I had done is, you'll notice the base, I've got some masonry blocks and pea gravel. I stole some pea gravel from my kids' playground. Don't let the secret out. But I dug down about 8-9 inches, filled it in with pea gravel, and then I laid the masonry blocks right on top. I'd taken a 4-foot level and put the 4-foot level on top of the blocks and made sure it was level front to back. And then I put the level across, side to side, made sure it was level. It took about 2 hours to get it just right, and then was able to build on top of it. The reason I chose this as a base, we have a ton of predators around here: bobcat, fox, coyote, cougar. Even though I haven't heard of a sighting around here for a number of years, and then occasionally we get bear, but it's kind of out of bear season anyway. So built on top of that, and then trust me, this building is heavy enough when it's all completed that it's not going anywhere. A bear could probably move it, but anyways. So you'll notice of the cedar planks, the blue cedar planks from my fence, I just used all cedar planks. and then just repainted them. And then I used kind of a batten board system. So the planks went in like this, and then I just put the little 1x2s in between it all just to kind of dress it up. So you'll notice here I have a vent on this side and I have one on the opposite side. What I wanted was good airflow. Everything I've read and everything I've kind of learned on the internet, that drafty is not good, but good airflow is. So this is just a little aluminum vent that I got, and you get it in the roofing section like at Home Depot or Lowe's. It's about $3. What I had done is, once I made my cutout, I had attached an exterior caulking to the back side of it, pushed it against there, and then used exterior screws to attach it. Here's your hardware netting. They come in rolls of 36 inches and maybe 15 to 25 feet long. You'll notice that this is black, different, because it is plastic. I found plastic hardware netting for half the price at Lowe's or Home Depot. So this was about $15 a roll. The hardware cloth, the metal kind, is about $35. So, you know, we couldn't pull it apart, so it seemed pretty sturdy, and decided to take a chance. So when you were building this, if you don't have any building experience, you notice this ledger I have up on top that runs between that roof joist and that one. I wanted that to be 36 inches to the middle, so I just put one roll across and was able to staple it, and then 36 inches from the midway point down. So that way I didn't have to do any excessive cutting, because cutting this is a real bear. So I'll give you the inside the hen house tour, but I put a little bit of decorative stuff on there because, you know, our chicks deserve it. Here's our next box. You could tell what I had done is I had used 2x2s to make up the frame of it. So for those of you with no building experience, what I have here is called a safety hasp. This is an S-hook. This is a safety hasp. Just one more layer of protection from predators. See if I can do this while looking through the lens of the iPad. And apparently not. Okay, so here's a picture of that. So you can see I used 2x2s to frame it. Okay, so what I had done is I had used, you don't have to, but what I had used is a construction adhesive. You just use it inside of a caulking gun. Should be in your paint section at your home store. And it's just a construction adhesive. So when you go to put these 2x2s together, it really is useful. So what I had done is I had pre-drilled these at the ends, because this is where you will split. So I had attached it with construction adhesive, attached it together, and then screwed it together. And then had used plywood that I used for, you know, because I bought a couple sheets. And I just finished the box off to finish the framing, and then I put that cedar fencing stuff over there, cut it down, painted it, and just used finishing nails. As you could tell, I was a little off on my finishing nails. That looks amazing, doesn't it? Idiot. So anyways, put a little bit of a sloped roof on it. I think it looks pretty okay. And then I just, you'll notice here, all this is just called outside corner for these that don't build. This is just made of hemlock, and you pay per foot at any of your home improvement stores. And I think it just kind of dresses it up a little bit. So, my neighbor was kind enough to give me about 2 bundles of roof shingles. Will roof an 8x4 shed or chicken coop. So he had some really good 30-year 3-tab composite roofing. So I just use that in a traditional method of putting on roofing. And there again, there's the other vent. Okay, let's take a look inside the hen house, okay? Okay, so like I said with the predators, this is just another barrel bolt, okay? And then down here, I have another safety hasp. Just because the raccoons around here tend to be fairly sizable and a little aggressive and mean. They suck, and I don't want them getting to my chickens. That would be traumatic for my kids. So you don't have to, but I just kind of chose to paint it. Just paint the tops of the doors. And anyway, so what I have still to do, I have to put up our roosting pole. So this is the inside of the hen house. You notice what I had done is use that exterior caulking. Just I didn't want it to be drafty in here, and we got a lot of yellow jackets in here. So I had sealed it up, made it not airtight, but took away, oh, there's a gap up there, but taken away as many gaps as I can, because I certainly don't want them coming in here building a nest. Okay, so for those of you with no building experience, what I have here is these are the roof joists, and they are separated 16 inches apart from the middle of one 2x4 to the middle of the next one. That is called 16 inches on center, and it gives you a good space to nail your roofing to every 16 inches. Okay, here's our nest box. So I'm just gonna end up putting a board over that until our girls get to be laying age, so they don't learn to sleep. Separated these two areas with just, again, more scrap plywood I had. And then you'll notice these two pieces in here, I just shaved down. I ended up sawing down a couple pieces to make runners. Used construction adhesive underneath it, pushed it down, and then used a finishing nailer. It's called a brad nailer. Just used a finishing nailer to just attach it, and it's real sturdy. So, and then over here, funny enough, probably my favorite thing. I wanted my kids to be able to access the chickens from outside without having to open up, and just let them out for the day. So what I have here is I had made a door with just a little teeny eye bolt up there, and it runs to the outside. So what I had done is I had made the door twice as high as the opening. So that way just the weight of the wood alone would drop it down without having to counterweight the door. So what I have here is, here's your 1x2, so 1 inch by 2 inch, and I have two of them on each side. One acts as a guide, goes floor to ceiling, okay, acts as a guide to keep it from moving side to side, right, keeps it from shifting side to side, and then one more on each side as a runner to keep it from falling out. So, and that way it's just another level of protection, just in case something gets in here, they're not able to get into the hen house. So here's what I had done to make it accessible for the kiddos. This right here is just a little plastic cleat, like for a boat line. You can get this in the hardware section, like where you find all your hooks and stuff at the Home Depot or whatever. So just the weight of the door, boom, shut. That's it. Where you're going to spend a lot of money, actually, in the hardware is going to be your hinges. Like these are heavy-duty hinges. Your barrel bolts, which are about $6 a piece. Some of those things get kind of expensive. So, you know, wherever you can trim costs, do it. The least favorite part of the entire project, this is it, the netting. It was terrible. Cutting it down, sizing it was so frustrating. I don't have enough fingers. So what I'd done is just use a regular heavy-duty stapler, but then I had gone in later and gotten hot-dipped galvanized fence staples. They're super, super thick, and just driven them in kind of as an extra layer of protection. So you'll see there's one there, and they're just probably an inch, and I'd driven them in about every foot. Just in all the spots where animals would be able to get. Okay, last but not least, I decided to add a solar-powered light. Just because I know my kids can't resist, they're going to come out here at all hours before bedtime to check on them. So why not just add a little measure of protection for the ladies as well, right? So there it is. Swivels 360 degrees. Charges this thing all day long, and then you can set it to 1 minute or 5 minutes. That's about $49 at Home Depot. So anyways, I certainly wish all of you the best of luck. I hope you have a great time building. Hopefully any comments you guys leave me are at least upbeat and positive. You know, otherwise, you know, sorry. I'm not a professional builder by trade, but I actually thought I did a pretty good job. Anyways, have a great time. Enjoy your chicken coop. Enjoy your chickens. Enjoy your life. You guys have a great day, and I'll send you an update real soon when we get the girls in here and living well. All right, take care, guys.